Hi everybody, welcome back to Spiral into the Void. So for today's video, I was actually filming a video for my other channel, and then I was like writing some stuff down because I really felt like writing today, and I came across this like thought in my head about how I feel like I've consumed my mind with fear of losing time in life, the point that I'm like a walking corpse basically. So I'm afraid of living so I don't live, even though what I want to do is live. And I'm just like, girl, as stupid as it sounds, it is stupid, you know what I mean? So I feel like I just have so much fear in being able to express how I feel because I'm afraid that people won't understand me, because I've been misunderstood like my whole life. And you know, I'll be talking to people and they'll be like, yeah, I get what you mean, and then they explain it and I'm like, that's literally not what I meant. And I just feel very alone in the world, and it causes me to just have like this huge fear of everything, and I'm afraid of expressing myself. And it's not that I'm embarrassed of how I feel, because how I feel is so important to me, and the way that I feel about things is just so fucking important to me, because I know that I've always been, what bit me? I've always been really open-minded. Like ever since I was a kid, I was asking these fucking big questions, and I always saw through everything, and I was like, this is so stupid, we're living in this like weird ass system and we all just accepted it. Like, why did we accept it? And this was something that I was always questioning ever since I was a kid, and I've always felt really misunderstood. And then these people start to awaken through these books and things, and then they try to tell me how I feel, and I'm like, no. And I think the biggest thing for me, and I think like the biggest fear for me when it comes to expressing how I feel, is that I never know how to truly express it. And this is like one of the things that stops me from doing a lot of stuff, is because I try to express it and I feel like you see me just talking about it right now, I just feel this like huge lump in my throat. Like there's such a block when it comes to being able to express myself. And one of the ways that I love to express myself is through creativity. I love painting, and I love to sing, and I love to dance, and I love playing guitar. And I felt like those parts of myself were just thrown to the side because of fear. Fear of the way that I feel not being perceived correctly by the people around me, or fear that what I do is never good enough. And I find that fear just is like this constant in my mind, and it has a lot to do with the way I operate and the things that I do and the way that I express myself, because I'm always in this mindset that I'll never be understood, you know? It's so fucking debilitating, because I will be like in the middle of doing something, like I'm writing a song or doing a painting, and then I just lose my fucking shit. I lose my shit and I start crying and bawling, and I rip up the painting, or I'll just like throw the guitar on the ground, and I start freaking out because I feel like that I just cannot express myself. And I'm scared of doing things to be able to express myself, because it's like all gonna come out and I get overwhelmed. And I'm just living in this constant repetitive action of attempting, failing, freaking out, and closing myself off, and it just keeps on going. And I'm so fucking tired of it. I'm so tired of feeling that way and having those thoughts. I really want to put together a vision board and not label it as goals, but label it as like the true love of life, you know what I mean? It's so easy to get caught up in that idea that once I have these things I'll be happy, but you need to like learn to be happy in the moment in order to enjoy those things later on in the future. And I feel like I try to put a schedule to my happiness, and I try to like plan out what I'm gonna do today, that I can probably like meditate today or this, and it will make me happy. And it never does, because it's another form of control, and I've always been one to say I fucking hate when people try to control me. So it's not fair to myself to be doing that. So I think, you know, every day trying to express myself in different ways and not being afraid of what might come out of it. And I feel like one of my biggest things that I need to express is that overwhelmed self, that confused self, and I want to express that in what I do. And I think when I do it, I come off as like all over the place, but that's how I fucking feel. I feel all over the place. I feel like my mind is like pulled in so many fucking directions all the time, and I never know which way to go with. And then some weeks I'm fine and I'm like on my right path, and then the next week like I feel like I made no progress, and I just get so confused with myself. So I think the best way for me to express myself is to allow myself to feel that fear, because that fear is part of the thing that I need to release and to overcome, and not to like fully say bye-bye to fear, because it does help. It does stop you from getting into like really bad situations, but I also want to be able to not be controlled by it, to not have like bad thoughts all the time that tell me that if I don't knock 40 times I will kill myself. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to feel like my mind is constantly being controlled by things. Yeah. Thank you guys for watching. I know I do like these little short rant videos, but I feel like these can help somebody out there that might be feeling the same way, because I never find people that think the same way. I always find people that just like say what they find on the internet or what they read in a book once, and I'm like, can you give me like your real experience so I feel like I can relate to someone? Do you know what I mean? But yeah, so ends a thought. I cannot let fear control me, and I need to express how scared I am of fear itself, because that is the only way that I'm going to be able to face it and to release it and to feel like I can move forward. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you had a great day ahead of you. Look how beautiful today is. And if you have like similar messages or things that you guys want to talk about in the comments, just let me know. Thank you so much for watching. Love you, and don't forget to spiral into the void. Peace out.